ये 40 नहीं निकलता ये 45
नहीं, because हमको इस तरह का काफी पेड़ है।
That's a recording of your phone.
ये 40 नहीं निकलता ये 45
नहीं, because हमको इस तरह का काफी पेड़ है।
That's a recording of your phone.
ये 40 नहीं निकलता ये 45
नहीं, because हमको इस तरह का काफी पेड़ है।
That's a recording of your phone.
ये 40 नहीं निकलता ये 45
नहीं, because हमको इस तरह का काफी पेड़ है।
That's a recording of your phone.
ये 40 नहीं निकलता ये 45
नहीं, because हमको इस तरह का काफी पेड़ है।
That's a recording of your phone.
ये 40 नहीं निकलता ये 45
नहीं, because हमको इस तरह का काफी पेड़ है।
That's a recording of your phone.
ये 40 नहीं निकलता ये 45
नहीं, because हमको इस तरह का काफी पेड़ है।
That's a recording of your phone.
ये 40 नहीं निकलता है। ये 45
नहीं, because हमको इस जगह पे काफी पेड़ हैं,
Let's start recording up your phone.
ये 40 नहीं निकलता है। ये 45
नहीं, because हमको इस जगह पे काफी पेड़ हैं,
Let's give it 5 more minutes to settle down.
You guys can hear that?
You guys can hear me fine, right?
Yeah, it's great. On YouTube. यहाँ पे सारे कैप्टन आ जाओ। Yeah, I'm the group chat.
Everyone's done with the portraits?
Yes.
Alright, so welcome to the opening ceremony of the Shelburne Cricket Club's 2024 outdoor season. For those of you who don't know me yet, I am Myra, the Treasurer and General Secretary of the club, also would be your scorer throughout the season. So yeah, I'm very important. It's a pleasure to have you all here with us for the beginning of some exciting few months of summer. I can see some new faces, old one returnings, and all of you play a vital and unique role and bring something very special to this club, to the pitch, and your team. I would like to extend a warm welcome to everyone here. Without your commitment, loyalty, and your eagerness to play cricket here in Shelburne, we won't be where we are today. Thank you for being part of the Shelburne Cricket Club's family. But without further ado, we are already off schedule. We'll start with the question and answer session. The topics are going to be session-wise. So I'm going to invite some guests over. We will have a few topic of discussions, and after each session, the audience can ask questions related to that topic. We'll have a time allocated for that. So first things first, I would like to invite Ehsan, Siddiqui, and Craig Parker on stage to begin the session.
Good?
Yeah, I'm good. It's just reflecting my eyes.
You're okay. You look fine.
It's going in my eyes.
Lights are very
Yeah.
You guys can hear
No,
me?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good? Is it-
You guys just do a quick mic test on that? Or?
Yeah.
Hello, hello. Sagar, can you hear me? Sagar. Hey.
Hello, Ehsan. Hello, Craig. I have to. First of all, let me start with congratulating you for being re-elected as the president of the club for the coming 3 years if challenged, or 5 years if not challenged. And congratulations, Craig, to be appointed as the vice president once again for your second term. So I would like to start with S&U. What are some of the key achievements you achieved during your first year of the term as a president, and how are you going to further develop and enhance the club's programs in your second term?
First of all, it's not we who achieved it. I think so it's we achieved it as a club. And thank you very much. Yes, like the first year when we first started, we started as event organizers in the beginning, and then suddenly we saw that there is a potential that we can make something new and build history, which is already in place in Shelburne by Shelburne Cricket Club. So we say, okay, why not we just build on that and bring cricket to Tipling County. The last 2 seasons, this is our 4th season, which we are officially opening now. So the achievement I will say is that is the continued returning of our players and attracting more cricket lovers around Tipling County and around Ontario. So that's one of the achievements. That's why we are here. Again, we are a non-profit organization. For a non-profit organization, whatever we are getting, we are giving back to our members who are joining, and we are all here because we are here not only to play cricket, we are here to actually for a cause. So, hey, cricket exists, and we will play good cricket, and we will support the community and upcoming coming youth. Now, that was our past, and Craig, do you want to add something on that? The other piece is that what is our plan going forward for this 5 years or 3 years tenure? To take the competitive level of our league up. So in order to do that, this year what we are doing, we are trying to focus on a grassroots of cricket first. So this year, and I'm going to talk more if there is any more question related to that, but this year we are focusing more on Tyro tournament for all novice players or players who want to try cricket for the first time, with a mix of, females joining in, with a mix of good players, average players, senior players, whoever it is. So we will try to combine that, and we'll introduce the best of 5 series for that. Second, T25 house league, which is, I think, so it's growing, it's getting competitive. We saw some great records last year, so I'm hoping this year we will see some good centuries. There were some people last year, like Mr. Mohammad Abdul Razak was saying that he will hit a century, but he failed last year completely. I hope this year he will score that, and I'm hoping some competitive and great players like Sagar, Sameer, Unique, Hassan, Harpreet, Gary, Ravi, they're all MVPs from last year, Jajveer. These guys, they will perform and showcase their skills this year and become a mentor for upcoming youth and novice players. That's the whole idea. That's what we are looking for. We are bringing some of our old friends also back in. We are trying to bring Tavish in, and he is in actually. But he didn't show up today, but he is definitely going to be there. So we have some plans to play some charity matches as well in order to do the fundraising. And for soccer, I will let...
Yeah, I'll come to Craig for soccer.
Okay, so okay. Just me? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then we have this Tipling County Cup coming in. The main objective of Tipling County Cup is that for now, for upcoming two or three seasons, this is our second season with Tipling County Cup, where we are attracting teams from different cities, where we want to promote different counties' name, boost tourism and economy and diversity development, in order to show that, hey, Shelburne is the home of cricket. That's one another aspect. But the long-term goal with that is that we wanted to change Tipling County championship to different county league.
Oh, that's where my next question leads to. How do you envision the future of cricket here in Shelburne? And what do you think, what role this club will play in that future?
So in order to decide the future, we need to go and work on grassroots. That's because I don't know, but we already set the foundation. But it's look like we are. We need to work on a grassroots level. When I say grassroots level, is the youth, young kids. Attract them to come and play cricket. So in order to do that, we partnered with Upper District School Board this year, where Shelburne Cricket Club associates will work with the school board and different schools to coach them, train them, and build their elementary school team and high school team in different, so they can compete with each other. So that's how we are doing. And then once they are playing, and Shelburne Cricket Club will provide the platform of the league of hardball leatherball cricket, because we play leatherball cricket. We don't play hard tennis ball or any other format. We just play leatherball cricket because that's where the interest is. Currently, North America is in spotlight because of Cricket World Cup, and this year we have, starting from June, we have a World Cup also coming in. Canadian team is also participating, so that might give a moral boost to grassroots level of cricketers to join the cricket and move forward.
All right, thank you. Coming on to you, Craig. You head the soccer division of the Shelburne Cricket Club. How has the soccer section evolved since we made it in, last year, and what improvements and adjustments do you think we need to do this year based on what we had last year?
Okay, the first reason for having soccer the last 2 years was just to have a break from cricket, you know what I mean? And also it means fundraising. That was the initial basis behind it. But as you guys can see, got pretty competitive last year, so there's a few things we have to tweak to make it, fun for everybody. So, but it's still a passion because that's a sport I used to play before cricket. That's why I brought it to Ash and say, let's see if we can incorporate this in, because we don't want to be known just for cricket. We want to be known as a club, and a sport club, right? And attract other people because, not everybody does like cricket as much as we're trying to get that across. So if we're going to have a little break, have a little fun, and raise money. But like I said, that's so competitive. So we learned from a few mistakes last year, so we're planning to incorporate it and make it bigger and better this year. We're just going to have 2 teams in a best of 5, right? But there is still room to have a 3rd team, but for right now we're just going to focus on 2 teams. That's so we can, pay more attention basically, and like I said, just cover some of the mistakes that was definitely there last year. But most of the players still had fun, enjoyed it, still got, good reviews over it. But again, as with Shelburne Cricket Club, we want to do things better each time we attempt it. So this year, that is my goal, to make it even better than last year, and hopefully more participants will come aboard.
How do we make sure that there is the players who are playing soccer with us are satisfied and they have there's continued engagement in the club? What steps are we taking?
Well, first and foremost, just feedback from them. That's obviously the most. Like we spend the majority of time on cricket. We don't want to forget that. That's our main thing. But like I said, that's my passion right there. So all I need to do is feedback from them. They got to tell me, what's right, what's wrong, and like I said, we just learn from mistakes. That's all we can really do. But it's a two-way street. I need them to tell me because what I mean. Like I know what I want to do. I know where I would like it to be. Right, just so a little notch under the cricket, but fun for all. But I'm all ears. Anybody want to come to me, just let me know their thoughts, and we just make it happen.
Perfect. Now, this next set of questions are addressed to both you and Essen. Essen, with the mindset of more of a broader cricket club aspect, and you more specifically the soccer's one. Are there any specific challenges or obstacles that you anticipate facing during this year or the years ahead? And how do you plan to address it?
Challenges.
Or obstacles.
Obstacles. Finance. As a non-profit organization, the biggest challenge is look, in order to organize these kind of big events, leagues, and maintain a club of almost 180 to 200 people, right? It requires a lot of funding. That's the main challenge for us. Even though our members are registered member, they're paying their fee, everything is great. Club is not keeping anything in their pocket, they're just returning back there. So we have very few sponsors who are actually helping the cricket community grow. So I need to mention their name. First is Barbarito, led by Unique Patel. Thanks to him, he's one of our gold sponsors. And we have Sheikh Ali from Mary Brown's Shelburne, and AJ from Regal Eye Optics, and some silver sponsors like Moonstones, Hill Dental. These sponsors are doing their best, whatever in their capacity, to support the club. So obstacle is that, and the challenge for me especially as elected president, is that go and find funding. So that's first challenge, and anything is after that is the secondary challenge. Now secondary challenge is that we must have a proper cricket pitch. So thanks to our members and players and our new captains and new players who are joining in, a hard work of everyone, especially I would say Anand sir and our tournament operation manager Zed, media operation manager, and Adil sir, Rodney, our lead umpires. They always support that, hey, somehow we need to manage the asset and ground and prepare the ground accordingly, where we will show our strength. Shelburne Cricket Club, we play in a baseball diamond, everyone knows that, and it's around 55. Last time I was with Adil sir at the field, and we were calculating and doing the measurement. We thought that the field was small. We said that, it's a New Zealand cricket field, but it's actually not. It's our leg side, especially if you're facing on a soccer side, from both ends is almost 55, 57 meters. But if you see other corners, even the baseball side of it, it's almost 62 meters field. It's not easy to hit six. The ground is there, the facility is there. It's just the biggest challenge we got is that we don't have a proper cricket pitch. We have a green pitch, which we cut down to ½ inch of the grass, and our club members and team players, they just roll it and make the crease and we play. So that's the second challenge. That second challenge will be only solved if we have proper funding. We talked to the towns about it. Town is very supportive. Don't take, they want to help us out, and they already put our plan in a park and recreation plan, but that's going to take time. These things take time. But they are also asking that, hey, we need to find a way to fundraise that. So Craig and I are actually, working to find a different way or different pillar of making money, like merchandising, going and providing our service for coaching and training, looking for more sponsors. So that's how we will try to cater those challenges. So these are the two major challenges. And last one, the big challenge is, and I must say that, it's not to offend anyone or not to anyone. We are playing cricket, and cricket is a game of gentlemen. So the displaying best behavior is the top priority. Respect your umpires, respect the organizers, respect the management, respect other team players. Yes, it is competitive. There will be heated rivalries and all those things. That's all good. Finger pointing need to be stopped. And I think so we are in that level now that everyone is mature enough, especially the big players. So I'm looking to those guys to lead by examples. We were playing the recreational before, now we are not. And we saw some glimpse in Dufferin County Cup that, oh my goodness, very professional, on time, everything was good. So I want to carry that thing, or that approach or that mindset to our T25 league and Tyro tournament and soccer. And we learned that thing from last year too. So that's 3 challenges we have. So the last one, how we gonna conquer that, and how we gonna manage that is just by creating a system, a process, or protocols, rules and regulations. So that's what we did. Now it's time to implement, and then we will try to enforce that implementation, and that's why we subdivided the responsibility to our new captains, which we guys gonna see today as well, which is, I will mention their name, Samir Patel for Warriors, and Sagar Arora for Shelburne Knights, Jajbir Saran Gladiators, and Harpreet Sandhu for Samurai. I saw potential in these 4 guys, and I hope that they will lead by example, and we will have great cricket. That's what I can say. Yeah.
Same question to you, Craig, regarding the soccer aspect. And anything you ask.
Well, I mean, I shouldn't basically say it all. I mean, the only thing I'd like to add to that is just, like I said, we're a small town. We started from, 20 people, and we just get bigger and bigger. So the only thing I can say is just show them. I mean, like you said, we want a good pitch, right? And so, I don't want to think that soccer is my thing only. I am very much interested in cricket growing. So that's where most of our interests are. And like I said, we're trying to jump on more sponsors and stuff like that. So in terms of, everything is just, we want to put on a good show, because they are watching. They're definitely watching. I mean, we want to show the growth in the team, the growth in the club, the growth in both soccer and cricket. So that's my goal this year, just put on a really good show that there can be no denying that it's growing. I mean, the DCC Cup was a good indication of that last year. And like from all food Ashen said, it was a really good success for our first year. Like I said, just try to get better each year. So that's it, just to show it, just to put on a good show that, even the players can enjoy coming back every year, because they find value in it and enjoyment in it. And that's about it, just put on a good show.
Perfect. Just elaborate a little bit more about what are the priorities of the club in terms of promoting the youth and cricket and soccer in general in youth.
Priority is this question from you.
Both of them.
So Craig, you answer, man. Come on, you are playing for Samurai this year. You want BP too? Okay, you follow my lead. Oh, that's finger pointing there, straightforward.
No.
He will not answer it. He will just say, "Oh, Hassan said it." Okay. So again, can you repeat the question again, please?
What are the priorities for the club in terms of promoting cricket in youth? Like you touched upon UGDSB. If you can just elaborate on that.
So first priority is that display by best behavior. We will start from our side first. Last year, Zaid Beg, he started the initiative for mentor and follower. And I saw Darsh, Dhruv, Hissan, Adyan, Raza, Akil in a match also, right? So I will give you the example, like Sagar was umpiring that game at that day, and there is a match between Gladiators and Warriors, and I was playing, and I played the very wrong shot, right? And he's supposed to catch that, right? So Akil and Sagar was there. Sagar as an umpire cannot do anything, but once the ball is dead, Sagar was really vivid on him. He said, "Yeah, that's supposed to be your catch." So Sagar was mentoring and coaching the Jajbir, for example. Jajbir is a big mentor, lead by example for a lot of youth, right? That hey, we will do this. He got his cheeky style of sledging, and he's got his morally boosting the confidence of the youth. So that's, I think, for adults. Why I'm going there is that it's lead by example from us, from the lead players, from the adults. Again, I cannot miss Adil's a lot of time when he is umpiring. On the ball is that he start coaching. Oh, that this ball you're supposed to play here. Why you are shaking? Why you are not doing this thing? Darsh and Dhruv coming outside the field. Oh, how you're doing the trigger point. It's not about the youth. Also, the novice players were asking a lot of questions. So that model works, and I think so. Displaying the lead by example. That's the first thing I think so. We need to do. Second is again from grassroots level, as I mentioned, that we need to work with the Upper District School Board. We build a partnership, and we are just finalizing some steps. And from mid of May till I think so mid of June, there will be maximum 10 sessions with the school board. Try to coach the young team and the PD teachers to learn cricket and cascade that information around different county school systems. So that's one of the priorities on the growth and productivity. So did I answer the question?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Anything you need to add on to that? Okay. Lastly, what message do you want to convey to the members of the Shelburne Cricket Club who are here for the upcoming season, both for soccer and
First of all, I will welcome all our new players. Start with Michael Fountain coming from Caledon. I was so thank you for joining. And we have Sumit coming from Dundalk. We have Rishi, right? I know he raised Abdul Rashid, the rock star, already raised his hand. And we have Shelburne, Akash. We have Horace, Tony, Scott. A lot of new players. I'm sorry, I apologize if I don't remember. I'm trying to remember everyone. It's hard to catch up with the names. And a lot of great players. I see Amandeep Gurpreet is also there, joined last year. They didn't get too many games, I understand, because they joined in the middle of the tournament. But this year I will see some good performance and some good cricketing shots from them. Yeah.
anything from you, Craig?
Like I said, just let's put on a good show. I mean, these guys basically put their faith in us to lead them properly and guide them properly, and we're gonna do everything we can on our end, right? So just have faith in us. Just come out, like Ajahn said, German sport cricket. Just come out every day, play your best, be gentleman-like, and we're gonna have a good season.
Anyone from the audience have any questions for Craig and Essen regarding the vision and the future of the club? Let us know. Just raise your hands and we'll give you the mic.
Hey guys, be interactive. This is good because any question we will ask, it's going to clear during the season. So there is no conflicting, and as what Craig just did, finger point, ask Essen. So don't do that. Right? So just ask right now. All right, Abdul Rashid Bhai, I can see the question. Do you have a mic, sir? Okay.
Can we make sure we start on time? I penalize the people who are not.
Okay, the question is that can we start on time? Yeah, definitely we can start. Okay, can you hear me? Yeah, definitely we can start on time. And this year the plan is in place as a rule. I shared the latest terms and conditions on a captain's group and plus on Shelburne Cricket Club group. And we discussed with our umpires as well that how the timings will work. And there are a few items on the timings. First of all, it's not only the start, it's overall. It's never starting 10 minutes late or 15 minutes late, it's not a problem. It's the middle of the innings, it's a problem. So that's why, in order to learn from that, in order to come up with that terms and rules and whatever the conditions are, Zed spent his time, our media operation guy, to download almost, 3 GB per video, per event for last season from Facebook and upload it on YouTube for everyone to access. The main thing for that you can see where the time is getting wasted. It's not everything on the management. It's starting from the toss, players availability at the field, ground preparation, because it's all hands on deck. There are only, to be honest with you, to be very frank, there are only 4 guys. Like you cannot count, there are 6 in the management, right? One is the scorer, one is the event coordinator, and 4 guys are doing everything. So this year the rules are changed, and if there is no home or away team, everyone will be at the field. Our game start at 2:30, toss is 2:15 for example. Everyone will be at the field 1:30 p.m. And it's up to captain that how they're going to lead their team. I will be honest with you, if I'm a captain, if someone coming late, that's going late in the batting order. That's how I will go. But just be very clear that everyone will be there. It's not a home team. It's not that everyone prepare the ground preparation and then move forward. So we will talk more once Adil sir will be on the stage. But there is a rules and regulation now. Just to give you guys a little bit highlight on it. Per over need to be finished in 4.5 minutes period. And the per inning need to be finished as per our discussion. And captains, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think so 1 hour, 130, like whole innings. 1 hour, 14 minutes?
45.
45 minutes in my opinion, it should be finished earlier, but 1 hour, 45 minutes, the whole innings need to be finished. So we will, yes, this year, as I mentioned, we need to work display by best behavior, and discipline is the main thing. So definitely it will be on time. And once you are late, that your overs start getting deducted, whoever the culprit is, and umpires will talk more on that. All right. Any other questions? Any other questions?
Okay. All right. Then,
Oh, there is one question coming up.
Yes.
Yeah.
How about the insurance part? Like if somebody gets injured, how are they covered?
So insurance, okay. So the question is that how the insurance work if someone get injured? If they cover. If they cover, you're saying.
Are they covered? Well, I was just going to say, Jamaica, because unfortunately we had a couple of incidents last year, but all our games are covered actually by cruising here in town. So it covers both soccer and cricket. So hopefully nothing happens this year, but yes, if you are injured, you're covered.
And the second one was if somebody hits a car and the windshield is broken.
that doesn't. No, it's not covered.
We'd have to deal with that one
Yeah.
per car.
I can say from experience, my car got dented by the great Param PP, but we can't do anything.
Okay, but just to add on that. So first question, let me just add on the first question what just Craig mentioned. Our insurance, Shelburne Cricket Club insurance with Crucian Insurance nearby, it's covered most of the town property.
All of the time.
All of the town property, like bleachers, ground, tree, whatever they have. And I believe I have to double check with them, and I'll read the policy. I believe if someone get injured, like last time Jajbir, unfortunate, he got injured, we need to call the ambulance. So that ambulance part was covered by the insurance. So yes, they confirm that. So I think some part of the injuries will be covered, but not the whole thing. That's something depend on the policy. I can, if you want, I can send you that separately. The other piece was regarding the property damage. What if someone hit the soccer ball and hit the floodline? Right? Which is impossible. I hope that Sagar can hit that much high, but if it's going that much high, and so I'm assuming that it is covered. Same thing with cricket. And I know we have played like Sameer, we have played like Hassan Adil, we have we have a great bowler Amjad who can throw a ball from Parminder. He can throw a ball from one corner to 80 meters high, and he did 10 last year. Our car. I'm sure that should be covered. But again, I will give you the specific on that. Anything else? I know there is one question you asked before. If someone is not insured and he's a student, and then if he got injured, how he will be covered? So in my opinion, best of my knowledge, I have to look into that. But if he's a student, I'm sure he should have an emergency insurance with him. A. And if he got injured during playing a sports work, then I'm sure our insurance will cover the transportation part of it or some minor part of it for them, because it's considered as accident and emergency. So I hope that answered that.
But just to be more clear, I would email you our policy with the insurance so you can read it in details, and if you have any more questions, just give me an email and I'll shoot it to the insurance people to be answered.
Yeah, we can find that thing and just let them know, because that's a good question. I need to know about it, because if my guys are covered or not. Okay, because we got a lot of injuries. We don't want anyone to get injured. By the way, first of all, God forbid, no injuries, please. Okay, go ahead.
Anything else?
Any other questions, guys?
All good?
Yeah, go ahead, Rashid bhai.
Something related to what Chinmay was saying, I just want to add. We have a relatively new tennis court next to our field, right? So we have different members of the community coming who have nothing to do with the cricket. If they are injured or something, or if there is any altercation inside the pitch, personal altercation, if you witnessed last year. Anything to do with insurance, nothing to do with cricket.
So there are two questions here. A, you're saying that someone is playing tennis court near the cricket ground
And if they are injured,
and they got injured, like for example, if I'm gonna kiss Chinmay forehead, like if he's gonna hit that big sixes that cross the tennis court, which is on, I show Adil said almost 90-100 meters.
No, last year we did. So
Last year who did it? Marlon?
yes.
On you.
No, Unique did it.
On
Unique
who?
did it.
On you.
On me?
No, I remember Unique shot 1-6, which went all the way
Oh
to
my
the
god,
orchard.
everyone is
So,
after it. Okay, so what I remember, okay, let's just complete this. What I remember, the biggest shot ever hit by any SCC member are 3 or 4 guys. Number 1,
Biggest one is Nadeem,
yeah, I'm coming there, guys. Hold on, just give me a minute. Number 1 is Marlon. I think the biggest one is Marlon.
I was playing with Marlon that day, but Nadeem was the biggest one on the KT.
No, KTH is not that far.
No, it's
like we cannot rank who's the biggest.
But for me, the only hit, let's just talk about the tennis court side. The only person who hit that 6 on a leg spin, which is my bowling, he hit that shot and it goes to the washroom, top rooftop, and then it goes there. So if someone gets injured there, so definitely it's gonna be covered, in our insurance because someone got injured because of that. First of all, I really want to see someone hit that far. Okay.
But no.
And then second one, Jajveer is claiming that it's Nadeem Bhai, but I think so it was Hassan Adil also. If I remember between Aurelia game and Gladi game that he hit a very straight 6 which literally go in the house of someone else. Other one is Sameer Pradeep from last year from Gladiator. He hit it. So there are some good 6. Isan did hit a big 6 also. The biggest boundary for last season to Fozan. Oh my god, I'm not getting old. I have a good memories. Okay, so answer your first question, it is covered if someone gets injured. Now, second question about alteration of the pitch. Is that correct, Rashid Bhai?
happens first.
Oh.
Grudges or something happens outside of the fight. So this time there's a two-way to the question. I would believe that the umpires or management take immediate control and all that. Just
Okay.
no watches.
So
It's spontaneous.
unfortunately, last year that happened, and I hope so that person learned his lesson. I hope it will not happen again.
But is he talking like somebody not involved with the club against one of our members?
Let me rephrase.
Field players. Okay. Well, again, once you register, you weren't covered. And like I just said, hopefully that was a one-off, won't happen again. But yeah, there is coverage there.
And with the terms and conditions and the rules and regulations of the game, we have added clause in penalty that such situations arise, what management needs to
Okay.
do, which we are going to discuss now.
Yeah, so we will discuss that thing when Adil sir will be on the stage. But definitely I will answer only one thing. I am not expecting anyone to do that kind of stuff, whether it's a cricket ground or anything else. So, but we will see how it goes. And we will answer that. But there is a rules and regulation around it. Yeah.
Alright, anything else? Okay, so moving on to the next session. This session is all about the rules and regulations of the game and what are the expectations and the consequences for anything happening on the field. But we cannot move along with that if Adil Uncle is not here on stage. Adil Uncle, if you can please join us. Adil Uncle is one of the lead umpires and a mentor for the club as well. Hello Adil Uncle, how are you?
Thank you very much to call me here on the stage. So before we start anything over here, I would like to say something which is missing over here, and that is that during the presentations or what the celebration we are doing, we are enjoying the next season, we should not forget to our some personalities, those we are missing in this year, and that was a great personality which I feel myself, and I always miss that person, and he was very noble, very gentleman, and most of the time when I sitting along with him, he was so noble, and so guiding to me. And he was the man, and want to tribute by you, all of them, is Mr. Khan Sidiqui, the father of SCC. So I always miss them, and we have to remember and always pray for him to give Allah give him the great high rank in the Jannah, and so inshallah, and his family. So that's my personal opinion, my personal emotions and everything which I would like to say to you people. And never miss them. Okay, now we start the session over here.
Thank you so much, Adnan, for the kind words. And moving on with this session, this question is for all three of you. What level of respect and professionalism do you expect players to show towards the umpires, the audience, the spectators, and the other teams?
Actually, when we were playing in the last 25, 30 years ago, there was a completely, the environment was different as compared to the current situation, and the games are coming, and because it is a professional games, and a lot of money came here in this game, in this cricket and other games too. So people, the players they are so excited, and sometimes they cross the boundaries of the sportsman spirit, whatever we like. So, but we always, because we are playing not belongs to the country or something, we are playing like on the behalf of the community, and this community is like a family, because most of the time I see that families are coming here, ladies are there, children are there. So my request is that always keep that in the mind, that if any word or any act we are doing and this is going wrong with to the family, so the game will be finished in 4-5 hours. But we always keep that in the mind, that what the player act at that time, or what they verbal at that time. So we always ask you people to, and request you, so please behave like a gentleman, like a family members, so nobody can be hurt. And this is my suggestion is that. So
Anything you need to add?
Actually compose himself. Just basically, just treat everybody how you want to be. That's how I all grew up, right? I mean, you want to respect, just give respect and expect that you're going to get it back. And if you do give it, you will get it back. So like I said, just treat each player the way you want to be treated, and I think we'll be good.
yes, of course, like it's right over there, because a couple of minutes or couple of time ago, as I was asking about the respect to the management, respect to the organization, respect to the umpires and whatever that. But I say one thing to add, that respect each other. Because if you respect to each other, then you enjoy too much than you are doing the respect to the other one. Because if you respect to each other, so it means that whenever you come out from the ground, you will feel that this is my brother, this is my friend, this is everything is there. It means that you have the good thoughts over there after the game is finished. So respect each other. That's good.
That's awesome. Can you outline any specific behaviors or standards of codes that the players are expected to follow at all times?
No, generally I want to talk about here that I don't want to notify or finger to anybody else, but I say that one thing I for the last 2 years I would say, before the toss is going to start, if you have any issues, any player, you have any issues, you have to consult your captains you concerned with the management, whatever the issues are there. But after the toss is done, you don't have any authority to fight in the ground with the umpires or the management. I mean that you can ask the question, but for the clarification that this happened, this decision was like that. So what? But if you have that, you are not satisfied, you can, after the game, you have to go to the management and register your issues or your complaints from there. But in the ground, maintain your disciplines, maintain your behavior, because I want to see people like a gentleman, because everybody is educated. He came here in Canada, I think they are very educated people are here. So why don't you behave like a very highly educated people, like a gentleman? So this is my request to you everyone.
How do you expect players to handle disagreements and disputes during matches, particularly regarding umpire decisions? This for the person who is here in the audience as well.
So what was the question again?
How do you expect the players to handle disagreements or disputes on the field? Any dispute, or especially about the umpire's decision?
Very straightforward. Umpire decision is final. Okay, but keep in mind. Again, I will refer to those videos which we shared. Right? We have GoPro videos, we have DRS videos, we have LBW videos. Like always, there is a disagreement on LBW. No batsman want to get out on LBW. But to be very honest, I'm talking about from the record of, and Craig is relying on it. Adil sir, you saw those videos too. Zaid, Anand sir, we all saw those videos. 96% of those videos are actual correct. And if you want to argue, you just keep going arguing. That you cannot stop. Someone is chucking the ball, like literally chucking the ball. Umpires was giving the leeway. First game, 2 games, 3 games. And as Adil sir said, the people are coming back to the management. Hey, they are chucking too much. Every last year, every team captains reach out. So how to handle it? Let's just, the question is, for example, now I'm looking at my captains. So if captain are saying, team is saying, oh my goodness, this guy is chucking too much, and that LBW was clear, LBW. Or any dispute, team will consult with the captain. Captain will approach to the umpire to reconsider the decision in a very humble way. Sometimes it can be aggressive, because sometimes in cricket it's a last minute game, that decision can make or break the game, right? I understand that they are pumped up. I know, why I'm saying pumped up, because I know Sagar, Hadri, Jadbir, Samir, these are all pumped up guys. They will be pumped up. I know that. But and umpires understand that. And that's why we have umpires, like they are respectful umpires. Rodney and Adil are standing, and sometimes I'm standing, sometimes Anand sir is standing, sometimes each captain is standing in other games. So they need to understand that. They can still consult with the leg umpire. Okay, this is what happened. When the majority is aligned, and umpire want to stick the decision, that's the final decision.
Go on with the game.
Go on with the game. And this needs to be resolved quickly. You cannot just bang on it, oh, that was wrong decision, it was giving a wrong decision. No, it's an umpire's call. It's end of story. So, very straightforward.
In the ground, the umpire is...
Oh, in the ground, umpire is the biggest authority. Even Craig, I, or anyone cannot do anything, right? And any dispute need to go. We have a protocol in create that we go, if you have an issue, you come after the match, send an email, you can tell on the spot, or you send an email to shelburnecricketclub@outlook.com to address to Anand sir. Anand sir will bring to the committee of umpires. They will discuss it with the proof, and they'll make a decision. So yeah, I think so. We are now in that position where everyone understands each other. So just to let every new guy know, if the ball hitting to the stump and everyone is appealing, get ready to get out. Because most probably that will happen.
How do you expect players to uphold the spirit of fair play and sportsmanship during the matches?
Oh, that's
I know we have come up with a new thing.
Yeah. So the fair play means like there are some good players. Like I'm missing them. Like first of all, I'm missing Shamsher, like one of the great, he used to come to play cricket, not to play cricket only, he wanted to come to meet friends. That was his personality. Judge B, right, in a fair play, unique in a fair play last year. So there were scenarios, and Samir was also part, but Samir is Samir, right? The Samir. So there were some fair play incidents happened a lot of time. So this year, when we have a captain's meeting, Harpreet came up with an idea that this year we're supposed to have a fair play award. And along with the sportsmanship award, because Adil sir, I apologize for being, I'm being a little bit emotional. Adil sir just bring my dad, and we did talk in the management group that what award we will want to call it. So we're gonna name that award on my dad's name with the permission of all the management, and that will be a fair play, best team fair play award. It's gonna be annual trophy, gonna be something. Hopefully going to be like this, I will see. And a fair play award will be the best sportsmanship award. And how are we going to calculate and measure that fair play? First of all, is this guy bringing a positive energy in the club? Not in his team, in overall club. Is he de-escalating the issue? If he really see, yeah man, okay, it was unfair, let's just go for it. Try to resolve the issue. Abdul Rashid is one of them also. He tried that last year with a lot of females, and he built. I was hoping Abdul Razak will lead by example last year, but unfortunately, God gave him a leadership qualities, but that leadership qualities didn't show up that much. I'm sorry, he's my friend, that's why I'm going a little bit personal at him. But Abdul Rashid, Amjad, at that time, I've seen Harpreet, and these guys, they build the team, and I saw Ismail and Darsh also jumping. There is, if you guys want to see, you can see the semi-final highlight video where the way the Samurai pumped up by beating Shelburne Knights. Oh, feel the heat, right? Okay, so this year they need to prove the point, especially Knights. So that's where the Fair Play Award will go, and the Best Sportsmanship Award will be for one player. We're changing that name to one of our beloved community member, Alex Carter. So we're gonna nominate that name on his name, and which will be awarded in our award ceremony, first week of September. Yeah.
So basically, verify there are going to be 2 Fair Play Awards, one for the whole team and one for a specific person in the club.
So the one is one specific player, and the whole team is a trophy and fair play certificates with it. The whole team will get it because of that one guy. He pulled the whole team for that award. So that's why that's kind of honor need to be given.
Anything else you need to add?
So, like I said, just go out there and just have fun, play fair. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Now, if the audience have any questions about the terms and conditions, rules, regulations, consequences.
Anyone questions?
Go ahead. Yes.
Sorry.
So last year, was quite a good commentary, but there was some incident where people went over there to commentary, and they were doing personal comments, like, which we should stop this.
Okay.
Like we saw 2-3 incidents, it gets ordered to.
Oh my goodness.
This year, these things will be strictly stopped over there in the ground or area.
You remember that?
Yes, I know, because nobody is allowed to comment. Even outside the ground, that's the voice is coming to the players. Okay, so behave like that, because if you have any issue in the game, if you suppose that you are giving wrong out, so don't discuss and don't what is called the behest to the umpire or any other arguments. Always think, go outside, think what we have done this mistake and we have to learn, because this is a challenge. If you want to become a big player, you want to learn something. If you are playing like a just enjoyment, it's okay. Nothing to say. But if you want to learn something, if you want to become a big player, then you think about that. What was the wrong decision that the umpire is giving me out? Maybe umpire is 50% wrong, but next time you will improve. If you think that, oh, this is my ego hurt is because I was not out and is given out. So you cannot learn anytime. You cannot learn anything. Okay? So learn from the loss.
I mean, at the end of the day, we all gotta understand, nobody's perfect, guys. Mistakes are gonna happen. The game can be very fast-paced at times. I'm sure Adil Sir is not purposely trying to get a player out. He has no invested interest in any team, any player. So there's no reason for him to not. No, I'm just saying, right? So with everything else, it's gonna happen. If you do have a problem, like you've been saying, hold it, talk to your captain first, then the captain will come back to us, right? We don't need to. I mean, I know emotions can get the better of us sometimes.
The question here is the commentary aspect of it. There are two things. Commentary aspect shouldn't be, the commentator shouldn't be personal, and even the players outside sitting on the bleachers, they shouldn't be personal towards the teams or the players playing.
Okay, can you repeat your questions again? Yes.
One is like when they are doing commentary, Ashifa did a good job, like he was doing passionate, like, but the people going there making personal comment on the mic.
Yeah.
That others know that one incident where we have to stop that event.
I'm not talking about the commentary. I'm talking about the personal.
Yeah, no, I understand. The second thing is like when we are doing storage, like we have official storage, people are going in that booth and they are fighting over there, and the mic is still on. You can see and hear those comments in the like Facebook Live. Those are
We tried to mute the whole video, but
Yeah, so as we said last year, it was hashtag next level, where before that it was hashtag game is on. So next level was we go phase 1 to phase 2. We introduced commentary and live matches for the first time because there are a lot of finger pointing on bad scoring, and we try to make it more professional. We try to cover our weakness with our strength. And as Craig mentioned, that we are learning, we are human too. Okay? And as Adil sir said, sometimes what happens, emotions speak up. And players can say. Now coming back to your question that, hey, commentary cannot be reflect to personal. Okay. So that's no doubt about it, Dr. Rashid, did a great job. I know Anand sir was doing a great job, but he's just doing his scoring. I was expecting him to do more. And Myra was doing there, and I can hear, Zaid, Zayan shouting and Nazia hooting, and that's not personal in my opinion. I'm coming to your question. It's not personal. She was supporting, or the whole commentators are supporting their husband and their kids. So no one stopped anyone to bring their family out. I was talking to Sumit, I was talking to Horace, and I was talking to everyone to always bring your family out. Why? Because that's how you get cheer up. Now, commentary, live commentary means the idea of once the game is in play, the commentary should be stopped. A. Once the ball is dead, the commentary needs to be on. The reason of the positive side of that is we want people to know this is cricket happening. We want our surrounding areas to understand the people who are playing tennis there, which is gonna hit by a ball by Chinmay 6. They need to know what we are doing. We need to attract them that this is cricket happening. And how you bring that attraction? By showing your passionate commentary. In that passionate commentary, for example, if Amjad is throwing 6 feet long wide, and you're saying, no, he did a great ball. That's not a good ball. As a commentary, I will say it's a garbage and rubbish.
No, I understand that. I'm not talking about the SCC managers. I'm talking about the personal, like, okay, if I can go and do that, like, we have incident where Param was going to, keep stopping, and then umpire had to stop that.
Yeah.
And you have to tell.
Yeah, you're annoying in that game too. You annoyed me too much.
Well, let's just put it this way. If you're not assisting, we just...
Yeah, so there will be no. But I agree with you. There will be no personal personal attack. But if the person is not doing that job, you learn from your mistake. And it's look. I'm not. So if the commentator is not commentating, that's fine. But it's all on the video what you did. So in a way, it's there. The commentator. So if we can pull a good game out of a player that, oh shoot, this is gonna be a big if you're going to appraise someone hitting a good 6 or celebration your 50 or 5-wicket haul, why not? It's two ways. There is a light, there is a dark. There is a good, there is an evil. So if you're bad, you're going to hear the bad comments. That's why it's commentary. It's comments. Yes, not too much personal. I totally agree with you.
When umpire is telling you to stop.
Oh, then let's stop. Oh, that's need to be stopped. I agree with you.
No. One thing I would like to clear that one. If any comments is coming from the players or any outside, so because we will decide, management will decide, this is not beyond the boundaries, whatever we set over there in the rules and regulation. If suppose that it is beyond the boundaries, so we will want through
That person I want.
the captains,
Yeah.
okay, by the captain that your play is crossing the boundaries, and this is the warning. First warning and second warning, the penalty, whatever the rules are there, the penalty is implemented over there. Okay?
But I completely agree with you, Judge Veer, that personal attacks do not demotivate anyone. That's I agree, and do not pass negative comment. But if you drop a catch, commentator will say, "Oh my God, it was a secret catch drop." That kind of commentary need to be there in order to create that kind of build up of the hype. Yeah, go ahead.
Any other questions?
Yes.
So with regards to comments in the field, sledging and commentary. So if there is a non-stop sledging going on, then the person will complain to the umpire just before his batting, there is sledging, too much sledging going on. That can be done. Also, correction for the commentator. Once the ball is dead, then the comment will not be fair. Once the shot has been dead, he can continue with the comment, right? Or what about sledging? Too much sledging going on inside the field. It can be escalated.
I don't think that the sledging is more effective to the games, but we have to be in the boundaries, because you know that your family is outside the ground, or your even the father is playing and the son is also playing in the same game, or the opposite team. So because I always expect you that you people are very gentlemen, very educated, very highly. Your family setup is so beautiful. So you should be, because respect each other. That's only.
There's a question, Adnan. If
The excessive sledging is happening.
Sledging,
Okay.
can the captain complain to the umpire?
Okay, so captain complained to the umpire. Look, umpire, there is no rule for umpire to stop person from sledging. First of all, sledging is by all means is allowed, but do not go personal. Like I know I was talking to Michael when we were doing that session. I said, Michael, when you will come for batting, they will not go easy on you. And Michael replied to me that, hey man, I know, I played cricket before, and everyone just sledging and throwing, and they just want me to get out. Yes, sledging will happen. And the biggest sledger in our club is that Tavish. Everyone knows that, right? Yeah, we know that.
He's really good at it.
Yeah, he's good at it. He's the biggest sledger. And then we have Parminder, where he loses temper, he will sledge up from outside of the field also. Right? So we have sledgers, which is fine, but if you go attacking personal
Or excessive.
or too much excessive that you have a personal grudge, that's not going to happen. Like sledging like this, like Harpreet is standing, and I know Harpreet is on 40 runs, and I'm a keeper there. I will just say, oh, I'm actually looking at my ball, and I'm saying like, hey, his feet is not here, he cannot see the ball. The next one, Harpreet, will not see the ball. Like last year, Braden was the best sledger of the Australian wicketkeeper. When I was there in the final match, Harpreet was bowling. I just want to add this thing. First two balls were wide, and then the ball came on an offside, and I played go for a 4. Instead of appraising my shot, he was saying, "Good ball, mate," to Harpreet, and then he was saying back is that he's the short guy, ball him short. So that's not personal. He's right, I'm short. That's true. And he was just talking to his, his bowler. And from there, Harpreet was on top of it, right? And he wanted to make the final happen. And the biggest sledging he did, and I need to mention this thing, and I know Rashid Bhai where I'm going with this thing, and I know that's I need a clap for that. You guys need to listen to this, the new guy. The biggest sledging Braden did with Abdul Razak, and Abdul Razak was the captain of Samurai.
Of his captain.
It is his captain, and they are running between the wickets. Braden hit the shot, and he's already ready for second run. And during the running, he said that my grandma run faster than you. So that kind of sledging is fine, but again, sometimes like last 2022 season was very bad with sledging because there were a lot of personal reasons. The families were there. There are a lot of bad words which was used in Punjabi language or in English language. We don't want those words at the ground because you have kids. And as I mentioned, mentor, lead by example. That's it. Yeah. Can't say anything wrong.
Short and cut and short, whatever. So I would like to say you that sledging has two types. Okay. One is sledging hard to any personal player, and the second type of sledging is that everybody enjoy. So you will decide which will you want to go on in this sledging.
To answer again to that, umpires cannot say anything. They cannot stop the sledging, but they can try to calm down the situation. But they cannot say there is no rule to say don't stop sledging.
But as a club, we always encourage all of our team members to be respectful to others because there are kids playing in the same team, the families are there, the kids are there. So we're always mindful of what's coming out of your mouth. We cannot stop anyone from saying stuff, but we can always encourage. And hence the Fair Play Award, the Best Sportsmanship Award. All that is a means to achieve it.
Yep.
Anything else? Nothing?
All good?
Do we have enough accessories items in the club track?
Yeah. You're talking about assets like pads, helmets, and those things? Yes, we do. But yeah, we do. We do. I don't want to say that. And I want Amjad to come up forward if you want to have any questions instead of pulling your ears. Amjad, your question. You need to be, you're a Canadian, man. You're not in Hyderabad. Right? Question. Okay. There was a question, Rashid Bhai, you asked about if there is a fight in the field.
Anything you personal.
Yeah. Okay.
Feel the heated argument.
No, heated argument in a positive sense. But anyone, like last incident happened between everyone was there. If that incident happened and it is out of control, umpires. First, we need to look at the umpires to handle the situation. If the umpires are nobody is involving umpires, SCC management, everyone have the authority, they will just call 911. End of story.
See, that was the reason. My point was, like a suggestion, the umpire should have more authority of the field.
And they do.
They do.
And they do. End of story. They do.
If things are escalating at such a fast speed that the
No one is listening to umpire.
Exactly.
Yeah, then
If nobody is listening to umpire, then the case goes to the management, and manager decide what they have to do.
And I think so. We will learn that lesson. And just to let you know, whenever we start our season, as a SCC management, what we do, we reach out to OPP, we reach out to ambulance service to let them know with our contract. Let them know that SCC is holding an event where we can expect 40 people playing that day or that time. So for God forbid any accident or any kind of this thing happens, so they are aware of it and they come faster. So because this is not the first time happened, it happened in the first season and then it happened last season. So SCC is learning from that, but again we can't control it. But the only thing I can say that avoid is start from yourself first, and then we go. Yeah, and sometimes it's a bad day. I got it, but I'm hoping that it will not happen. So, any other questions from umpires, terms and conditions? Okay.
Nothing from the youth. No questions from you guys.
No. Okay. So just be very clear. Terms and condition documents on our website. I already shared on the Shelburne Cricket Club main group. I'm expecting everyone to read it and strictly follow. And I am saying it's up to the captains to cascade that information. If they need anything, first contact person is their captain, and the captain have any confusion, they can reach out to the management, and then we can come up with the results there. Yes, there was a question. No questions? All right, so I think so we are good.
Thank you, Essen, Abdul, and Greg, for being here. And well, that was the technical and serious part of this conversation all done. I would now like to call the captains of the team. We'll start with Samir Patel, the captains of Warriors, along with any team member who wants to bring up on stage.
Thank you.
Samir, call, you can also call Michael also if you want.
So I would like to
Turn the mic on.
Mike. Right.
Hello. So I would like to invite Vikas and Amjad.
Vikas and Amjad, please come.
Or like Chimney, it doesn't matter.
Two of the warriors I want on stage, at least.
Chinmay and Vikas.
Or Vikas or Amjad or...
Vikas gone?
Amjad.
So just relax, this is not going to be any technical lessons or whatnot. We're just here to have fun and for our team players to know who the captains are and a general idea of how the whole team is going to look like. Samir, first of all, congratulations for 2 back-to-back wins with Warriors, one last year, one the year before. That's a very remarkable thing. What do you attribute to the team's success in achieving this goal of yours?
First of all, thanks so much. And I will try again for next year too. So I have a same vision for next year. And for success, I can say like teamwork, hard work, right? And we always try. So what's your question?
The question is, what part did your team play in helping you to achieve this goal of being the champion 2 times back to back?
The same thing, yeah. Teamwork and hard work, yeah. And for me, like as a captain, like for challenge for me, because like too many players, they don't used to like play the hard ball, right? And another thing, like every time I have a different players too. So it's like not same team every year. So it's a big challenge for me. Still we did like teamwork and stuff.
So it's like you just did it. You're
I did.
that good. Alright. As a captain, how do you motivate your team or how do you channel your team's focus so that you are winning games? And what role do you play when there's a losing streak or you didn't perform good in an important match? How do you take your team with you in that?
I know last year, like for my performance was like a little bit down, so I can try to improve for this year. And for last year, like we had like strong kind of fielding and bowling order too, and even batting order too. So same like thing I can try for this year.
Chinmay, coming to you, you played with the Knights last year, that was your inaugural season, and this year you are playing with the Warriors. What expertise are you bringing as part of it?
I'm looking to bowl this time. I got a chance to bowl in the last season as well, but I could not do much there. But this time I would like to make a difference with the bowling.
Excited to play with the winning teams?
Yes, I would like another star. We have 2. So I'm excited to join the Warriors.
Same thing with you, Alinjit. You were with part of the Samurais last year.
Yes.
That was your first season. Joining Warriors, what expertise you are bringing and what are you expecting from the team captain and the team in general?
This year I'm thinking to my batting strike rate. So I think I'm going to go with the 200 strike rate batting this year. That's what
So you
if I get a chance, definitely I will try to prove myself this year.
But last year, you were in contention for the best bowler as well. The last game that you played, the finals last year, ripped your hand, still bowled, still. So the passion of bowling is there, but
definitely.
more focus is on
100% in the game, always, till the last ball.
I would just like to let everyone know last year, Samurai's Amjad, he was playing in the finals, injured his hand, went to the hospital, came back again, and was ready to play the rest of the year.
Like, we will try again, you guys can see our last 3 years, just we are warrior of always base batsmen, base bowlers, and base fielders for last 2 years. So let's see, I'll try again for this year too. So I can see him that for for next year base bowler.
Samir, can you highlight any particular strength or weakness that you think became very obvious last year in Warriors?
For me, I don't think so. Is there any weakness for Warriors? Because I always try, right? And for strength-wise, the same I told you, it's big challenge for me every year. The same year too. I don't think so. I have a couple of players from last year's, and I don't know for this year. I don't know exactly. I have too many new players like Sumi. I know Chimney and Amjad too. So for the same thing, I'll try to the main thing is teamwork and hard work. And I know as a captain, I know now my strategy for old players like Rajat, they know everything. So I have to change any strategy again, right?
That's right.
So that's a big challenge for me again. So no worries. I'll try.
Chinmay, coming to you, you are coming from Nice. Last year you played against Warriors. So what do you think were the main weaknesses you found in Warriors when you played as an opposing team player? Or because according to Samir, there are no weaknesses in Warriors, but as an opposing team players, what did you see the crack in the defense?
So weaknesses, I wouldn't discuss that now, especially when everybody's here.
That's commitment, guys. That's commitment.
Yeah, because we'll be playing with each other soon. But looking at Warriors, everybody saw the team, how they performed. They were up to the mark in each of the games. They had the best lineup, and weakness-wise, I would say I didn't see any weaknesses, and that's why they had the trophy in their hands eventually. But yeah, it's good to be a part of such a team and hoping to basically contribute in a positive way for the team.
Okay, and same question to you, Amjad. Coming from Sunrise, playing the finals against Warriors, now being part of the Warriors, but when you were part of the Sunrise, what were the weaknesses or the strengths that you guys saw in Warriors?
Actually, Warriors was a very good team, very strong team, and they had luck on the side as well last year. So everything went on this side.
Luck plays a big role.
Luck plays a very big side. That was the main thing, I would say.
This question is for all three of you, but we'll start with Samir. If you were stranded in a desert island with one teammate, who would it be and why? If you were stranded in a desert island alone with one teammate, who would that teammate be and why?
For my team or any?
Any team.
I think the big strategy maker, I can. Do you know what the guy's name is?
Who's
just be.
I
can take him,
Jashvi will help you come out of the desert.
Yes.
Chinmay.
Yeah. So I'm missing Shubham. So thankfully he's in my team this year as well. He's a jolly guy. He brings us. He keeps everybody happy around him, and I would like to be with him.
And
I will go with Asan, right? Because he's the president of.
that's all.
And he has many ways. He can
He can
get a solution out from, like, I think, like, I trust him on that.
That's awesome. Any questions for Warriors, captain, or the team players? That's it.
I have a question. So how are we going to celebrate each wickets this year? Last year is...
Like.
Yeah. Last year, what was the thing?
So I can say, come on guys, feel the hot Warriors.
Yeah, hot Warriors. Alright.
Anything else, guys? Any questions from your captain or the team players? Alright, thank you Samir, Chinmay, and Amjad for being here. And best of luck for that.
Thank you. Next same person for next year, 3 years, Shelburne.
Alright.
Now I would like to call the referee on stage, the newly appointed captain of Shelburne Samurais. And referee, if you can call anyone from your team, please.
Someone just come up from the stage.
Horace, go.
Horace, come on.
Come on,
He's on ice.
Oh, you're nice. The roof is there, right?
Yeah. Cheers, occupied.
Alright. First of all, congratulations, referee, for being appointed the captains of the Shelburne Samurais, the runner-up of last year. How does it feel to take on this new leadership role within your team?
Well, it's like totally new thing to me. Like I never expected, like leaving the ground last year, that I would be, coming up as a captain of the same team next year. But it's totally new, as I said, and so it's I'm gonna take some time to adjust to it and dealing with it, because every other game last year I was like playing second base, and now it's gonna be like totally up on my shoulders. Not just me, it's a whole team, like the team effort, but still I'll be the one who will be gonna get all the hits and all the burns and bruises. So we'll see.
As a new captain, what are your immediate priorities in terms of team strategy and development?
Well, the strategy I can discuss it here, like I said, because it's totally new thing to me, like the totally new players, and when you're dealing with something like totally new, so all you have to do is like see how it happens for the first few games, like try to implement what's in your mind, and that doesn't help, then try to improvise. And with the players, like all the players selected by me, like I totally know, know what they are, like good, bad, and everything, all aspects of their playing performances. So it's gonna be like wait and watch when we're gonna jump into the field.
Do you think it will affect your performance in particular, being a captain?
Well, I don't count myself as like a good bat, like the best batsman or the best bowler. Like I just go. Well, that was I can't say anything much about it. So for me, it's more like winning, and over that, enjoying to be a proper sportsman and having a good game. Even if we lose, take it on a brighter side, but avoiding everything negative that can happen. There's no point of winning and being the champions. There are lots of people talking behind your back because you have acted like something bad on the field. So that's what I'm going to be keeping as prioritizing on. And then from there we're going to build up and see how the results favor in our favor. Or
this time not only coming in the finals but winning the title.
Yeah, last 2 years have been always in the finals and runners up. It feels a little bit bad and difficult because we were the champions the first year we played. But the last 2 years have been not that bad. But this year we are trying to
always so close.
Always so close. Always we are playing the finals and losing too bad.
Coming on to you, Dhruv. You are the youth in the team. As a rule of SCC, 2 of the youths must be playing. This is your first year in Samurais. What do you think? What expertise you are bringing to the team?
Well, hopefully with the ball. I have been improving my spin recently. So hopefully I'm able to be helpful with the ball, but also in the field as well. I have been preparing myself mentally for a difficult situation. I think that counts.
Last year, most of the time when you were batting, you were usually down the order. What kind of a pressure is it being a youth coming down the order in the batting side and then being able to perform?
I mean, of course, you're coming in with the extreme pressure already, but then you picture yourself, actually doing it, and then I think I want to be able to do that,
So this time around, you're mentally preparing yourself to take on the pressure. Yeah. Coming on to you, Horace, right? This is your first ever season in the Shelburne Cricket Club. What are your expectations with the team, with the captain, and with the club?
Yes, it's a big opportunity for me to join this club. I wanted to play last year, but I was very busy taking care of other stuff. So hopefully this year I'll have some time to play some games. Obviously, I think the games are Saturdays and Sundays, so try to make myself available. I consider myself to be all-rounder. Hopefully, as I come to the team, I'll see what the captain needs from me, and then I'll try my best to perform as he needs me to. I enjoy batting, but I'm also good in the field as well. So as he's a new captain, I'm a new player. I guess we'll learn together and see what we could do.
As a team?
As a team, yes.
Have you played cricket before?
I used to play cricket in Jamaica. I've not played it for a long time, probably about 4 years or so. So again, it's like just getting myself back into the preparation and the mindset, which plays a big role on the field. So hopefully I'll find the time to get some practice in and perform as best as I can.
Yep. Coming on to you, Harpreet, back again. Reflecting on last season, what aspects of your team performance do you feel were the strongest, and where do you see the opportunities for improvements?
Well, that depends if you get the same team the next year as well. Like, that's what I was thinking. Because total new players means like you can't just talk and like think about all the negativities that they hold. Best thing to do at this moment for me is to see what's the good they have in it and then carry on from there. But last year, as being part of the Samurais with the squad for last year, the only thing that I think was not on the good part was team commitment. Like every day, every game, like had to be like total new. There was no like total set of 11 players which were always there, so you can like pick and choose. There's always like less players on the field than expected. And then you have to go with like guest players, so you can't really like form any like batting order, like proper whatever is there on the table. You just have to deal with it. So that was the only negative thing I think from the squad from last year. But this time, hopefully, it's not going to be the same. So,
as a captain, what's the most important thing you're expecting from your team in terms of commitment?
Well, the most important thing is lifting the trophy. Other than that, there's like sportsmanship, like to stay separate from all the like hostility related, like all the activities that happen there, because it's Shelburne cricket. Things are bound to happen.
Any rivalries you're looking out for?
Well, no, because if that's in mind, it's not cricket. It's like something else. Because if you come up with a mind like, oh, this guy is going to do this to him, then that's not being like better sportsman, Things happen on the ground, but leaving the ground, we're all friends.
Now, this question is for all three of you. I'll come one by one. If you would change one cricket rule, either in the whole ICC cricket or SCC's cricket, what would it be?
Well, we all love this game, so I don't think so there's anything that needs to be changed. But for me, what happened, like literally, because this IPL season is going on and then this T20 World Cup coming in, so this game is like day by day becoming more and more less favorable to the bowlers, with the like all the like technology involved in helping the batsmen excel in their games with all those bats and everything. So what I think something can change is especially in the shorter format like T20. The power play of 6 overs should not be at the front. It should be like at the end, or it can be like minimized to let's say 4 overs, because batter batsmen play in the power play where there are field restrictions and everything, so it gives them an edge over the bowler. So literally you can't see which one is a good bowler, because the one who's going to be bowling the power play is going to get the maximum hits. So I guess that can change. But as far as Shelburne cricket is concerned, everything is perfect.
Thank you. Drew, same question to you. Any rule you would like to change?
Well, adding on to what he's saying, especially for the shorter format, I've seen in Australia's T20 league, they only have a 4-over power play, and 2 overs they can use whenever they want. So I think we could definitely use something like that, especially because the game is being favored in the batters with flatter pitches and batting capabilities. So
we should have some sort of benefits to bowlers as well.
Yeah.
All right, Horace.
I've been working so much, I haven't really had time to really watch much cricket. I'm not sure what the rules are here at Shelburne. I just have one instance that I was watching cricket, and I guess it's when you catch a ball over the ropes. Like for instance, if somebody hit a ball over the rope and then the player, like if he reaches over the rope and it's really not touching the ground and throw back to a fielder, I know that there was a lot of back and forth about that. So I'm not sure what the rule is about that, but that's just something that I've observed, and I'm not sure if that's something that is clear with us here at Shelburne. But I guess as we play, we'll see what the rules are here.
All right. Audience, any questions from the Shelburne Centre's captain and team players? Anyone here?
What is Harpreet's plan against Hassan Siddiqui?
Yes.
Same old. I'm just getting you out.
Just to add on to that, Harpreet from Sunrise and Suresh from Nice usually took Hassan's wicket the maximum number of times. So basically, whenever they are coming to ball and Hassan is batting, one of the two could take Hassan's wicket. So what?
Like I said, getting me out. Just keep continuing that tradition. That's what I'm going to be counting on this year as well.
Okay. Anything else, guys? That's it. No other thing? Alright then. Thank you, Harpreet. Now for the Shelburne Knights, Sagar Arora. Captain of Shelburne Knights for the last 3 years now, including this year? Yes. That's awesome. So, Sagar, reflecting on last season's performance, what areas of improvement do you believe are necessary for the team to finally lift the trophy after the season?
I think last year the batting was the problem. I think that has been the problem for the last couple of years. We haven't been able to figure out a perfect batting order. Every other match we had a problem. We tried to change the things, but it did not work out. So I guess this year that is that's the main focus, to have a proper batting order, and we also have a couple of new batsmen in the team, like Abdul over here, and then Amit. So we are hoping to improve our batting.
Thinking back on the previous season, any specific matches or games do you believe were the turning point of the season? You guys came to semi-finals.
I think the only turning point was the 4th team knocking out, so that is always negative. Otherwise, I don't think so. They had a nice season. It was average, and I don't know what happened.
Unique, coming on to you. You played with the Knights last year. You were vice captain as well, I believe, and before that you played with the Gladiators. This season, again you're playing with the Knights as a vice president.
Vice
what-
captain.
Vice captain.
Vice president.
I'm
Greg is
sorry.
here.
That's my Greg.
You're going to take Greg?
So, what area of expertise you are bringing in, and what do you think your personal performance plays a part in your team?
I think the first thing is I'll try to keep the team again together, making the team as an impact for and looking at our team as a team players with everybody. Some people are new to our team as well. I would like to make sure that everyone is calm and play a well game before losing any tempers and losing the game. So that is my main thing I want to keep it this year. For the playing wise, I will try. It's a 25-over game, so I'll try again to just stay for that 25-over game and be there on the pitch, even if the runs are coming or not. But being there makes a big difference, I believe, in the as an opponent team as well.
And you have been the vice captain for the last 2 years. What's the famous, how are you guys a couple right there?
Sorry?
As a captain and a vice captain, how are you telling up, and what limitations he has that you fulfill and what you have that he
With the captain and vice captain, we always even in general talks outside of the game and stuff, we always talk to what we want to do, the changes and stuff. And it's good thing on both of us that we take each other's advice and we go with the flow actually on the field. If there is any certain changes, we don't usually do game plans, okay, this is the game plan and we go with the same game plan constantly. There are certain changes eventually right on the field, and it's better that our captain takes that as a thing and implements it right away.
Coming on to you, Rashid Bhai, Rockstar. You played as a Knights in your first season, then semi-rise last year, and now you're back in Knights again. How is that feeling, and what are you bringing on the table?
Thank you, Myra, and thank you for calling me Rockstar. I remember the year before last, my first season, the president, Mr. Ehsan, he called me and said, make sure you wear something nice. So I don't want to let him down here this year, right?
Since then, you are the most tip-top dresser.
Considering my job is mostly in the warehouse, I get very few opportunities to just dress up.
And we provide all those opportunities.
But firstly, thank you, the management. I'm seeing that every year you guys are putting so much work, especially the Siddiqui family, and we are growing year by year. And with technology, I think this year you got some sensor stumps or something like that, right? Yeah, so it's like technology will increase and it will change every year, but the spirit of the game is which is most important. And as our respected Mr. Adil, he said that, everyone should be responsible and first try to start from himself, respect each other. The whole essence of cricket, the gentleman's game, is very important. I'm very happy and surprised that my captain is showing so much confidence in me and expecting, especially after I told him I had a surgery recently. But learning from last year, I was with Samurai.
And you were the MVP as well last year.
Thank you very much. But I think last year, out of the 14 or 15 matches, I think mostly over 10 matches we played with some substitute. We were running short of the players. If my team members from the last year, they can recollect, right? So this year, I'm hoping that we don't come to that position with Knights. We are all 11. Because the last year's winner, Warriors, I always saw them, they were more than 11 players in the field prior to the commencement of the game. And that's a kudos to your team. That was very, very good. On the downside, I have seen some players the year before, in 2022, who really performed and they have the capability, and last year they did not. So I'm hoping this year they show their colors, their form, and I look forward to a few players, especially Judge Beer, who
could not play much of the games because he's a true fighter. Be it as a fielder or as a bowler or as a batsman, the youngster should learn from his commitment to the game. This year the down part another is I won't be able to face a good bowler, Sagar, because he's my captain. I really enjoyed his over when I played last year, and I went up to him and I said I love that over, when he was trying to use his head also, making the speed of the ball was different, the angle was different, it was super. So feel the heat.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward again excitedly, and thanks to you Anand sir for the lovely commentary last year. We can do it again this time. And thank you again the management, and it was nice to have Adil sir speak today, his heart, and we learned from it, and it is again a blessing that we are all here today and looking forward, and kudos to Shelburne Cricket Club once again. Thank you.
Coming from the Samurais this year, Knights, you played opposite Knights last year. Any tips and tricks that you think you should be telling your captain regarding any weaknesses you found in the team last year?
Well, weakness, we have a lot of weaknesses, but just like Chinmay said, he does not want to reveal. I will reveal our weakness. Our weakness is we fight to the last moment.
That's your strength.
No, we fight, that's our weakness, and our weakness is our strength. We will unite at the last moment, just like samurai. We will try to give a tough fight to whoever the team is, and if all our players are on team, on the ground on time, prior to time. And it will be good from the management side if we start at the dot of the time. And as Ehsan mentioned, it's not just the start of the game, but in between also we have to maintain that time. So we finish also, because remember it's a weekend and we all have our prior commitments to spend time with family. So same thing, so come out, enjoy the sport, enjoy the day, and treat each other like family members.
Coming on to Sagar again, in hindsight, are there any decisions that you made last time that you wouldn't be making this year, or would you have done something differently? Any specific example?
I don't think so. I have anything anything specific to talk about for the past year. But so I say one thing that I am trying to implement is that you need to have a proper batting order and work on it. If it fails, work on it. That way, we have a system for the important things in the end. And yeah.
Anything to add on it, unique as a vice captain's perspective?
No, nothing really. It's the same thing. We will plan our batting orders. That was the biggest failure we did last year, and it affected some matches definitely. So we will plan that and do that changes and implement it.
And what do you guys do when you have a losing streak or you lost a very important match and the team is all demoralized? What do you guys do as captain and vice captain to bring their focus back to the game?
I think that is definitely a part of all the matches when the team is losing on a particular important match. They always get their heads down and stuff, and we have seen that last year. The whole team was down, and I think speaking every ball over the course of the whole match, I think that's the key where everybody is talking with each other. I think that's the key to keep everybody's focus into the game, rather than just be quiet on over a six or a loose catch or something like that.
Now this question, the fun question, is for all three of you. If the team went on a road trip, who would be the DJ and what songs would be on the playlist?
I think Ehsan. I'm being serious. Every time I have to arrive out for a long time, I always call him. Even if my wife is with me.
Oh, Ehsan is your playlist.
She's the one asking me to call Ehsan, if you have one. And he can talk for hours.
So you can sleep, right?
He's my DJ. So.
That's unique for you. whole time, and then you guys call, and I'm just sitting there.
Me too.
Just a small trivia. Even on our anniversary date last year, we went, and I told us we won't talk about cricket. We ended up in a very fancy restaurant, and both of us we started talking cricket, and I was like, what is this?
That's right. Cricket is a trust, and then once you are addicted to it, you will play.
Who would be your DJ?
I think Rashid Bhai, he is a pretty good choice.
Yeah.
So, and he will choose the song. We will just leave it on him.
Any idea what kind of song?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll just play whatever song, but I know the snacks will be coming from Babu. So the songs will be on. I'll be eating. Maybe the wedding shot, we have the K circle also. We can get something from there.
Subway.
Yeah. So we actually, the opposite team members, we are self-sufficient this time. So we are good. So gotta be careful.
We are covered.
We are covered. Remember, we have the gold sponsor of the league here.
But who would be your DJ? Yeah.
DJ, I think Gary. He's not here, right? I've always seen you coming
From
with
your
class.
team.
From my team? Well, I've not seen. Tavish will be mostly playing the PTI music. So I'll try to avoid that, the getting politics in the game. So maybe we can play some Chak De India or any sports music. That should be fine to just have that tempo going. And as long as I'm getting the burrito free, so I'm fine.
Any questions from the audience for Knights?
Yeah, I have just one question regarding the timing thing. Abdul Bhai, you asked that question. It's not a question; it's a statement. Just to reply back. Please do watch previous year videos online, which Zed already put it on YouTube. And I'm highlighting this thing because there are some areas, like we saw some players coming to the field wearing no gloves, no helmet, and spending 6-7 minutes just to wear that. So that causes the time of the game. And I will mention the names also. Samir is one of them. Rajmohan is one of them. Right? Sometimes I am one of them. So these are small things which we need to work on. And plus the other stuff which Adil sir didn't mention today is that we saw Sagar also in our first game. And some few games, Rajmohan, Velan, and so, they wear thigh pads and upper guards on top of their trousers. So going forward, that's not going to happen. Everything needs to be prepared outside the field, and it needs to be inside. Thigh pads need to be inside. So just to give you those are the elements.
No, I totally agree, and that was the reason I asked the question prior. Do we have enough in the kit bag? Remember, not all the players, they have individual kit bags. So I would suggest, yes, if you can increase some inventory in the kit bag, so everybody is prepared. They don't need to hesitate or ask the opposite team members to share their stuff, including bag or pads or whatever. And very good point with regards to what you mentioned, that it's not just the start time, but it's the in-between also, the break time required, when is the break time, and immediately the restart of the game. Remember, last year, I believe we already spoke about it, like some guys are coming prior on the dotted time, and some guys are coming probably half an hour, 40 minutes late. It does not do justice. So hope this time we improve on that.
Yes.
All right, thanks.
Thanks. Anything else? No? Thank you so much, Sagar, unique industry, my rockstar, and best of luck. Now, I would like to call Jashbir Isran, the new captain of Gladiators. Hi, Jashbir, and the two youths show the dynamics of the team, Hassan and Darsh. How are you all three?
So far good.
So far good. So Jashbir, starting with you, first of all, congratulations for being the newly appointed captain of Gladiators.
Thank you to SCC management, and I learned from best to meet
What qualities do you believe you bring to the role of captain, and how do you envision them impacting the team's dynamics and performance?
I think what I saw with Warrior, like you have to involve everyone in the plan. Like you have to know that like what you are going to do next 25 over. It's not like you are 2 or 3 people are deciding what they are doing. So you have to involve everyone and play positive cricket.
So you have been playing with Warriors since you joined SCC. Now taking on a completely different team, Gladiators. That's one of the first team made by Shelburne Cricket Club. How do you think it will impact your performance or your mindset going in the game?
Last year mostly I was injured, so it didn't help me. But like Smear already, I spoke to Smear, he said he gonna help me where I'm making mistakes. But I have a new team. We have youth, we have experience, we have good all-rounder like Amir, we have experience with Anand sir. So
you're feeling confident. So you think this time around, first time ever, the Gladiators will come up on the House League trophy?
I will not say anything. Like 2022 when Danish Bhai said they're gonna win in the first game, and I said we will talk at the end. So we will play positive cricket and we will see how it goes.
Coming on to you, Hassan. You have been playing with Warriors for the past couple of years, Knights on your first year, and you have been in the winning team in all those 3 years. What expertise do you think that experience is bringing for you to play for the first time in Gladiators?
Some expertise I can play. I've played against multiple people, so I have experience between everyone, mostly everyone. From all the teams that I played on, we won every single championship, so I guess I consider myself a good luck charm for this team. And hopefully this year we will win too.
Hopefully. But what are the expertise that you're bringing in terms of your performance, in terms of the team dynamics?
I'll bring in some bowling expertise, some batting expertise, and hopefully score some runs this season, more runs, because I probably have more opportunity this season. Take some wickets and provide good fielding on just whatever my captain puts me, probably the gravel area. That's where I know.
What are your expectations with your captain and with the team in general?
To have a good time, have fun. None of this like arguing with people, even though it may happen because it's a sport, but just leave it at that. Like nothing like afterwards. Like just leave it on the field, and then after the game, just leave. Other than that, just have a good time, win, and just have a good time.
Coming to you, Darsh, you have played with Sunrise, you have played with Gladiators. Now you're playing with the Gladiators for the second time, right? These are the 2 teams you've played with.
Yep.
And you are one of the most emerging youth in the Shelburne Cricket Club. Everyone praises your proactively learning the game and then trying to perform and trying to outdo yourself. What do you think you are bringing at the table for the Gladiators, a new team that's going through rebranding?
I think I'm bringing some of my fielding. I'm good at when I'm behind the wicket keeper, so that's one of the things that I'm bringing. Another thing that I'm bringing is my bowling. Last season I only bowled 1 over, but I made, I think I broke 2 of the record things on the cricket club. So that's another one of the things I'm bringing.
Coming to you, Jashveer, what lessons or insights have you gained playing with the Warriors for the past 2 years and then playing with the Knights? No, you were not in the Knights. Playing with the Warriors for the past 2 years. What insights you're bringing and how are you strategizing to win games against the opposing teams?
One thing we never planned before the game. Second, my captain was always open to take any new plan or new suggestion. So whenever we are telling him like, okay, this is not still not working out, so he listened to us. I think the best quality for a captain is like if he's listening to you, and then it's more of if you have to go with the situation. You can't plan like, okay, I'm going to give this over to this guy in 18th over, or you're going to ball in power play. Sometimes things don't work.
So you have to be ready for the next plan. But good thing with him, he always ready with the second plan. Like he know, but he always discuss with the senior player. Like he always discuss with me and Jack when we were playing with him. So I learned good thing from him.
Yes, right. Last year you were injured for most of the season. What active measures you take to make sure that your performance would come this season?
I have zero regret because this is my 13th or 14th injury playing cricket and soccer. But I want to say I want to mention one thing. I want to say thank you to Sagar Bhai because he accommodated me in 2 games, like where he said you are injured, you don't have to field. I don't think so any captain gonna do it. Bring extra fielder in. But this year, I'm not gonna stop myself to die. That's how I am. So I'm not gonna do anything special to prevent injury. But you go with the flows. Like,
this question is for all 3 of you. If you could have dinner with any 3 cricketing legends, dead or alive, who would you invite and why?
Do you consider Simon Yu as a legend yet or no?
Who?
Simon Yu. Do you consider him as a legend or no?
It's up to you, whoever you want to invite.
Well, I would invite him because he's a lefty and he has so much style when he's hitting those no-look sixes. Pat Cummins as like the Australian because he's a very good captain, and probably Shelburne because he's the fastest bowler in the world right now, and no one has beat him yet.
So you have something to learn from each.
Yeah.
Same person you just read?
Imran Khan, Jack Ellis, and Shane Watson.
Why?
They are 3 good captains, they are 3 all-rounders, and they perform everywhere they play.
So you have something to learn from them. Same question to you, Dash.
First of all, Sachin Tendulkar, because maybe he could give me money since he's one of the most successful cricketers, and he would probably have lots of tips, having gone through both
starting so young in cricket as you did.
So him, and maybe a bowler like Shelburne. He's very fast, so maybe he could teach me how to bowl fast. Yeah. And the last one, Shane Warner, because I've seen how he gives his bowling, how he gives left spin really good. So maybe I could learn his bowling technique.
Smart. All bringing good things, giving me back to the team. That's awesome. Any questions from the audience for the gladiators? Nothing? Oh, the question taker is not here. And that's it then. Yep. Thank you so much, Rashid, for coming here. And thank you everybody for being here and bearing with us and listening to us talking. And hope you get all the important points cleared up. No mishaps during the season. And thank you for joining us. Take care. Thank you. And SN, if you would come here, we are closing the season. If you have, we are closing the ceremony.
The season didn't start yet. It was started.
Yes.
So no.
So that's about it for me.
Come on.
So guys, it's still live, right? Hello? Okay. So you guys, just to want to let everyone know, so officially 2024 season is open for captains, warriors, samurai, gladiators, and knights. Hashtag feel the heat. See you on May 18th first game.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Yeah.
gladiator का डिब्बा क्या? इधर आ यहाँ ज़्यादा नहीं क्या है ना अंकल आप पीछे आए ना ज़ैन के साथ बेचारा बिजी रहा Yeah.
Let's hear this.
आपका बहुत शुक्रिया। वालेकुम